This week's Fit Tip of the Week is all about the chest. So we're going to be talking about the chest, we're going to be talking about some of the more traditional movements that you can do with the chest, as well as some of the traditional positions that you can. Let's start off with the positions. First thing that we're going to be talking about is the different positions in regards to either a decline, a flat, or an incline. Now each of those is going to have a different effect on the chest and what you're going to be accomplishing. So it's always nice to know what you're going to be working out. The lower that you go in terms of position, the lower you're going to get in terms of your chest. Also, you're going to be hitting a little bit more of your lats. By traditional standards, you should be able to lift more on your decline than actually a flat bench, and also an incline position. Okay, so you're going to be stronger in this position as opposed to your flat or your incline. Now, the higher up that you go in terms of an incline position, the more you're going to work your upper chest as well as your shoulders. Because if I keep going up with that incline, it's going to start looking like a shoulder press as opposed to a chest press. So we're going to keep it about 45 degrees. Next, we're going to be talking about the traditional movements that we can do. Now, the two major muscle groups in which you work is the pectoralis major and the pectoralis minor. Now, the major attaches at the humerus. We're going to start there. Traditional motion to work out the pectoralis major is going to be the chest press. So whenever you're pressing up, you want to make sure that both your elbows are squeezing together the most at the top. This is that way you can get the peak contraction. And as you're going down, you want to make sure that your arms stop right about 90 degrees. Anything below that, then your shoulders engage. Okay, so as I'm pressing, my shoulders are engaging up until I hit here, then my chest engages. And that's really, really important because if you're really overloading the weight on dumbbell chest press, you don't want to go so far down because then you're more susceptible to shoulder injuries. Let's talk about the pectoralis minor. Traditional motion with pectoralis minor is something along the lines of when you're pulling this guy out and squeezing back in. Now it's really, really important when you look at the minor where it attaches. It attaches at the scapula. So you want to make sure that whenever you do squeeze up, you want to make sure that your scapula, you're trying to round out your shoulders as much as possible. Trying to get this type of action as opposed to just this. You want to do this. You want to try to bring your scapula closer to your midline. That's going to have for a bigger peak contraction on your pectoralis minor. So use these tips the next time that you work out your chest in regards to the positions and the different movements that you're going to be doing. Thank you. And that is your Fit Tip of the Week.